people have doubted us. Oh, it's all hype, it's this, it's that. But hopefully we'll put those detractors and we'll make them quiet by delivering what we're going to deliver.
And it does live up to Nothing's claims of the fact that this phone is going to be fast and smooth. So Sajid and I have been using the Nothing Phone 1 for the past couple of days. We're testing it, and you know what? Of course, it is the most hyped smartphone of 2022 for sure. And if you've been living under the rock for the past year or so, let me tell you that Nothing is the brainchild of GLYPHS, who was also the co-founder of OnePlus. Anyway, Nothing was kind enough to send us both the colors, the black and the white, and the office is properly split 50% to the black, 50% to the white. Sajid, which one do you prefer?
White.
You actually prefer the white one. But you know what I'll tell you is that in my opinion, the black actually is the classier one of the two, but the white is definitely the more attractive one. In fact, if you look at the glyph in the night with the black one, it looks absolutely stunning. Wait a second, is that why Nothing is shooting all of its official videos in black and white? Maybe. Well, if you don't know me yet, I'm Ershad, you're watching Trakin Tech English, and this is our first impressions of the Nothing Phone 1. See, this is what I was telling you. The black one just glows and shines in the dark compared to the white one. Evidently, it's the theatrics that pulls you in. It's a sound, light and vibration show. Now, once you enter the glyph interface, you will see that there are 10 different ringtone options available for you. And it syncs perfectly with the sound, the light and the vibration motor that's there as well. Now for shits and giggles, I also added iPhone's ringtone to see if it syncs properly with the light and the sound and the vibration motor. Well, the light doesn't sync properly and the vibration is like a constant vibration that happens. Here, take a look. Honestly, I feel that Nothing can actually code this with the algorithm itself. And I hope that they can add that in an update soon. But if you want, you can also have custom ringtones for your favorite contacts as well, which is, I think, a cool thing. Now, one thing I like about the Nothing Phone 1 is that it's got a very nice 6.55-inch AMOLED panel. It's a 120Hz panel and you get an always-on display as well. Now, what I was trying to do during my usage is actually, keep the phone flat on the table on the face first, just so that I could get used to the, glyph patterns on the rear. But then when you have such a nice always-on display, it becomes a little difficult to choose which one to go for. Now, what I got used to in the end, I will let you guys know in my full review of the phone, which should drop a few days later. Now, one thing that's really nice about the Phone 1 is that you get a very nice pre-installed screen protector with the phone. I think Nothing does this because it knows that most of its users who end up buying the phone will actually keep it face down, and to ensure that it doesn't end up scratching the OLED panel itself. A very nice touch for sure. In fact, the unboxing experience is really nice. You get a white cable with both the black and the white phone, but unfortunately there's no charger in the box. But there are these nice tiny touches that sort of gives you a good feeling. For example, the SIM ejector tool is such a cool looking thing. It looks like a test tube attached to a pin. Should take a look at that. You know what? We have a very detailed unboxing video over at our Hindi channel. You should definitely go check that out. A link should pop up right now. It's kind of getting stuffy in here. I'll sort of go to our cafeteria area. It's kind of open. See you guys. It's pretty gloomy here in Pune because it's been raining for the past few days and there's been an orange alert and the red alert issued here in this city. But you know what? The Nothing Phone 1 can actually withstand a few, drops of rain, considering the fact that it has support for IP53 rating as well. That's a good thing. Now, the phone also comes with Corning Gorilla Glass protection on the rear and the front. Unfortunately, we don't know which version of Corning Gorilla Glass protection you get on the front and the rear. I think it should be GG5 on the front and GG3 on the rear. And the best part is that the mid frame is actually made of recycled aluminum. And this sort of works towards Nothing's mission of making sustainable devices. And I kind of like that mission. And for the very first time, when you take the phone out of the box, you'll realize that it does feel very light. It's about 190 195.8 grams in weight and 8.3 millimeters in thickness. It's a very well-rounded phone. The in-hand feel is really, really good. Now the display on this phone can get actually very bright outdoors as well. It's not really bright right now in Pune, but what I noticed is that the 500 nits of peak brightness in regular usage is good enough. It's not the best that you can get in this price range, but apart from that, you also get 1200 nits of peak brightness when you actually watch HDR content on the phone itself. And look at these tiny bezels and symmetrical bezels. This is something that I absolutely love on this phone. This is something that you don't see often on Android phones, and it looks very, very good. Now the phone can also switch between 60 Hz and 120 Hz on the fly. It's a smart adaptive switch, and it has a touch response rate of 240 Hz, which is not the best, but it is good enough. You can watch HDR videos on YouTube, but Netflix hasn't been whitelisted just yet, which is a bit of a downer. Now, what I like about the Nothing Phone 1's panel is that it is a proper flat panel, and I prefer flat panels over curved panels. It's great for gaming and watching videos as well. Now, talking about gaming, I know that a lot of folks are not happy with the fact that this phone doesn't come with the 870 and it comes with the 778G Plus. Although I'd say that it is fine because it is one of the finest tuned 778G Plus chips that I've used on a phone till date. And you know what? I've been playing a lot of sessions of Apex Legends on the phone, and the phone doesn't even run that hot. But I will save my full analysis of the performance for the full review. And the other thing, apart from gaming, is also the fact that in regular usage, the animations are actually very fast and smooth, and it does live up to Nothing's claims of the fact that this phone is going to be fast and smooth. Now that's enough talking about games, because I am genuinely enjoying this weather and I feel like a cup of hot chocolate. Let's head out with the phone. In its price class, the Nothing Phone 1 sets itself apart by offering 15-watt wireless charging, which is a great thing because, you know what, I can just place it on my car's wireless charger and it'll start charging immediately. Apart from that, there's also support for reverse wireless charging, which limits itself to 5-watt charging speeds, but then you've got that glyph, which looks really cool. Now, the phone also supports 33-watt fast wired charging. Of course, that's not fast as per today's standards, considering that you can get 65-watt, 67-watt, 120-watt in the same price range, or even for cheaper. But then again, we live with that. But what we might have a problem with is the fact that you do not get a charger in the box. Now, one thing I noticed in my initial testing period is that the wiggle animation, which shows the charge level in the glyph on the rear, that sort of didn't work for us. We've asked Nothing, so we're waiting for a input from them soon. Now, the phone also comes with a 4500 mAh battery inside. I'm still testing it. I will save my comments for the battery life and performance for the full review. Now I'm craving for some hot chocolate, so I'll head to get that. So this is Ershad from the future, and we've gotten an update, the Nothing OS version 1.0.2, which adds an update where you can actually see that the glyph gives you an indication of what is the charge level on the phone when you're actually charging the phone as well. So I've got my hot cup of chocolate, and we're actually shooting with the other Nothing Phone 1 that we have right now, and it can shoot only at a top recording quality of 4K 30 FPS. Unfortunately, this phone cannot shoot 4K 60 FPS, which is a bit of a letdown. Now, Nothing also did add a feature where you can actually have the recording light indicator on, which is switched on right now, and when you actually shoot with the phone, you can see the recording light indicator right now. Now, the primary camera is the ever popular Sony IMX76650 megapixel sensor. Now, I'm saving the details for later, but what I like about this sensor is that it keeps things natural and sharp. In fact, you get low light mode on all the three cameras, the ultra wide and the selfies included. Apart from the night mode, you also get live HDR and the option for scene detection as well. So the ultra wide angle camera is also a 50 megapixel sensor, and that's the Samsung JN1 sensor, which is a very sharp sensor for an ultra wide for sure. Color sense consistency between the primary and the ultra wide is actually not that great. There's a lot of work that still needs to be done. But what the ultra wide can also do is macro photographs. Let me quickly show you guys how that works. So you go into more macro, and there you go. So a dual purpose ultra wide angle camera. Now the selfie camera on the front is a 16 megapixel Sony IMX471, which is one of the most popular cameras. Of course, OnePlus has used it time and again. It takes okay looking selfies, nothing great, and selfie video recording quality is limited to 1080p 30 fps, which is the case with most mid-range phones these days. You know what, I actually expected the cameras on the Nothing Phone 1 to be bad, but they kind of surprised me, although they will still go through that rite of passage, and that is the Ershad's detailed camera comparison. So stay tuned for that video, but for now we're heading back to the studio. Ta-ta. So the software experience on the Nothing Phone 1 is very similar to what you get with the Pixel phone. Of course, you get Android 12 and there's something called Nothing OS on top of it. And you know what? Nothing actually has a few embellishments, which includes the glyph interface and a few other things as well. Firstly, you do get the option to customize, which includes the fact that you can actually change the icon pack as well, which is a deft touch. There are also a couple of default wallpapers, which are Nothing wallpapers that Nothing calls them. Apart from this, you also get the dot matrix, font strewn around across the system, which is what Nothing is doing to distinguish itself a little bit. For example, in the settings app, you will see that dot matrix font. You saw that at the always on, font as well. And of course here as well. And there are a few extra custom widgets too, which of course Nothing has already shown it. In fact, if you want, you can also install the Nothing launcher. I wouldn't call it an operating system because it doesn't do much to change the stock experience itself, but you can install this and experience on your very own Android phone as well. Now these are the certain other widgets that are available with the phone. Now the rest of the software experience is very similar to the Pixel OS itself. You get stuff like, Material theming engine, where you can actually set the wallpaper and it'll pick the color of the system UI and icons according to, the wallpaper itself, and quite a few other, options as well. Now, apart from that, Nothing has also promised that the Phone 1 will get 3 years of software updates and 4 years of security updates once every 2 months. Last I checked, this phone was on the May security patch. Now talking about network connectivity, Nothing does offer support for 12 5G bands, making it a truly global 5G phone. You get support for Wi-Fi 6, Bluetooth 5.2, and of course, you also get support for 4G carrier aggregation. I did get 4G Plus in my time that I was testing the phone, but I will save how the network quality was and whether it worked properly for the full review. My first impressions of the Nothing Phone 1 are very positive. Initially, when Arun and I were discussing, we thought that it would be all flash, no substance. But we couldn't be more wrong. There is a lot to like about the Nothing Phone 1, and the more I use it, it feels like a more well-rounded phone. Everything you need, nothing you don't. See what I did there? And the fact that the phone is a looker will definitely set it apart from the rest. Nothing is well and truly bucking the trend here, notwithstanding the fact that some might find these lights gimmicky. However, Nothing vying to be a viable alternative to the Apple ecosystem in the Android space, I think that's going to take some time, and therefore Apple doesn't have to bother about Nothing at the moment. But the brands that need to take Nothing more seriously are brands like OnePlus, Xiaomi, and Oppo, and the rest of the brands that are making Android phones today. Because Nothing's Phone 1 is a polished product for a very first product, and definitely can take on the big wigs if it tried really hard. In India, the price will matter a lot, of course, because India is a very price sensitive market, and if it is priced at around the 32,000 rupee price range for the base variant of the phone, I think that it can hit it out of the park with the number of sales that can happen, because considering the fact that there have been a lot of pre-orders as well. Now, there are still a lot of things that I'll be deeply testing for the review, and of course I'll be doing a proper camera comparison as well, so stay tuned for that. But apart from that, if you guys want any specific video on the Nothing Phone 1, do let us know in the comment section below and we'll try to make it for you. Well, that's it from me. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys liked the Nothing Phone 1. Do let me know in the comment section below. Until next time, this is Ershad signing off. Keep tracking and stay safe.